Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I want to share this article with you guys. And this is not a definitive, this is not a guarantee. You guys already know this. But some people are starting to think that AMC stock could retrace the 0.618 level on the Fibonacci retracement. That would be a 300% increase to take AMC stock back to $33.13 per share. Even this website, Coin Codex, their algorithm predicts AMC stock could rise 104% by 2024 and says this looks like a good time to be buying AMC. You haven't heard that many bullish things said about AMC recently, so I do want to share this with you and ultimately talk about this week and what I personally think is going to happen. So let's get into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and source your comments, questions, or concerns down below in the comment section. Now, this was actually shared to the trading community, so thank you guys for doing that. If you guys want to join it, link down below in the description of this video. But nonetheless, let's start off this article with right here. It says a trader picks out AMC as a strong buy and cites deep value area. A trader that goes by the name DRens35 on TradingView has shared his trading setup for AMC after the recent crash. The trader has been tracking AMC price movements over the recent months, and while the depth of the pullback during the past 8 weeks has caught him by surprise, he believes the long-term outlook for AMC remains bullish from the current price level. AMC has been declining rapidly in recent days. The stock price has now formed a new all-time low, and DRens35 believes this is a deep value area the savvy investors dream of getting. The trader made a reference to the Fibonacci retracement theory, stating that the 0.618 golden ratio almost always acts as a magnet for the price of stock, and AMC has yet to fully retest this level after violently crashing below on August 21st. So again, not even that long ago, guys. The crash has been very aggressive, what we've seen over the past 2 weeks or so. It says AMC is now significantly below the golden ratio, which is marked at $33.13 on the chart. DRens35 believes that AMC is now close to the deepest level of the pullback, which could be found at $5. Ultimately, he believes that any bounce from here is likely to send the stock price back towards the 0.618 level on the Fibonacci retracement. From the current price, this would be a 307% rise to take AMC back to $33.13 per share. Now, this might sound crazy to you, but I mean, even the reiterations we just got from Eric Wold and B. Riley Securities as a $45 price target in the grand scope of things, I mean, even if you get to $33, you're still under Eric Wold's price target. At current prices, you're under the average analyst price target of 202%, and these guys are not bullish on AMC. AMC currently has 3 sells, 4 holds, and 2 buys. That's not a very kind of bullish take on AMC. The average consensus is a hold, but it's skewed towards a sell as well. So that just kind of shows you, just to put into context, how egregiously oversold AMC stock is right now. Like, whatever, you want to sell the stock a little bit after the 40 million odd shares that are going to be sold by AMC. That's fine, that makes some sense. But to sell the stock to $7, creating a deep value moment, I've talked about this, and now other people are starting to pick up on it. Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Now, AMC's volatility remains high. Algorithm predicts 104% price increase by 2024. AMC has become a meme stock in recent times after becoming a favored choice for retail traders. As a result, AMC's price movements have become unusually volatile relative to most traditional stocks. In 2021, AMC rose 3,458% in just 5 months, despite the company having just reported its lowest annual revenue figure since 2011. While the recent decline of AMC has taken it to new all-time lows, interest from traders remains high. The conditions in the AMC market could make it prime for a rapid trend reversal after it finds its low. This is a core idea shared by trader D-Rens 35, who believes that an AMC resurgence is likely and that a new bull market is a possibility. Reinforcing this bullish sentiment from the market lows is the CoinDex algorithm. The one-year AMC price prediction expects the stock to more than double in value during this time frame, taking it to a peak at $23.13 by March 2024. This confluence could indicate that AMC's ongoing bearish trend could be nearing an end, signaling a potentially strong buying opportunity at the current price level. And I think that's it. If you're a savvy investor, if you're someone that likes to take advantage of lows out there and deals when you can get them, this is a really good time to be buying AMC. Now, there's obviously no guarantee here. The stock could go to $1. The stock could get delisted. That's always a possibility. If Adam Aron and AMC want to do that, they have enough shares that they could possibly raise to make the stock do that. I think a lot of that depends on Adam Aron and what AMC's management wants to do. You're almost at the mercy of them, or at least you have been recently. Now, I think obviously they don't want the stock to get delisted. There's no sense in that. The company would for sure go bankrupt. So I think you're at a real moment in time where AMC's management wouldn't even think about selling more stock because you're at $7 per share, and it doesn't look like you've hit the bottom yet, at least as far as the charts are concerned. The selling is extreme. And I don't think anyone expected that. I don't think Adam Aron expected that. I don't think the management expected that. I don't think anyone expected that. Now, with that being said, I want to talk about this upcoming week. Now, you guys know we're going to have a lot of FTDs coming due. We know there's a lot of option activity this week. We know this week is a quad witching week. If you guys have not seen the last video, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and check that out. But it's hard to say how this week's going to go, okay, as far as the broader markets. And it's hard to say if AMC stock is going to inverse the markets, meaning if the markets fall, is AMC going to rise? Or is AMC going to fall if the markets fall? Or is AMC going to rise if the markets rise? It's really hard to say exactly the correlation that we will see with AMC. Before the courts announced that they were going to let AMC go through with this split, AMC was inversing the markets. When the markets were falling, a lot of those days, AMC stock was in the green. Now, recently, it really hasn't mattered. AMC has just done its own thing, and that's basically been collapsing every single day. So it's hard to say right now, but I do think you find a bottom this week. Now, I do think a bottom comes into play and gets a little bit more likely once the exchange reported short interest number is put out to us, because this whole time a lot of traders are under the assumption that AMC short interest is around 11%. Those are Ortex's estimates. That's like literally not even possible. Okay, like that's not even possible from my account. On August 15th, the stock was $33 per share. At one point, for the high of the day, $33.53, closed at $32.47, and AMC's short interest, it was 29.25%. You're now at $7, and the short interest is 11%. Okay, obviously that's not true. That just makes no sense. AMC stock has dropped 78% since August 15th. So I do think once you get a short interest number that is, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100+% short, a lot of traders start to look at AMC a lot differently. And I think a lot of shorts at that point get put on notice, like, hey, we are way too short in AMC. And I think that could cause some buying pressure. Now, again, we're expecting the short interest report from the actual New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday. It could come on Monday. It could come on Wednesday. The beginning of this upcoming week at some point, that is when I think you'll probably get a lot of people talking about AMC again. And you'll get a lot more kind of excitement around AMC, and that is something that I am personally looking forward to. Now, if that happens on Monday, well, that's great. That would be your best case scenario, right? Happens on Monday, you have a couple days to digest that and fully react to it, and I would expect Monday would mark the bottom. If it happens Tuesday, I expect Tuesday likely will mark the bottom, and then you can start to make that move higher from that point. And I do think by the end of this week, again, it's hard to say if the markets are selling off or rallying, or how AMC would fit in that. AMC stock could easily be in the low teens, right? That's easily a possibility. Or AMC stock could be at $5 per share. Now, I do think the fact that we know the exchange reported short interest is coming out this week does make me a little bit more bullish on a potential rally, just because we know it's coming. Like, there's no argument, it's coming this week, and that's going to put, like I said, a lot of people on notice. So from what I can see as of right now, the big level that you really want to be watching is $10.86 per share. That is the 8-day moving average, and that just shows how overextended this sell-off has been. Just to get back to that, you're going to be increasing over, $3 per share? $3.60 per share from where we are right now. You're extremely far off of, in relative terms, to your 8-day moving average, and that is like 50% from here, just to get back to $10.86 per share. So I do think the low teens, mid-teens is a possibility this week to get back to $12 or $13 per share. That would be a rise of about 78 to 80% in that range. We were just here like 2 days ago, so it wouldn't be anything too crazy. But I do think once you break above $10.86 per share, that would be a major level to say, hey, maybe this is a bottom. Maybe we can actually start to rally from here. This happened before. This happened back here on right here on September 5th. You went above the 8-day moving average, and you came down the next day, and you fell 37% the next day. So you need to see a day or two above that, a solid day or two or a couple days, and then maybe we can start looking at a bounce. But it's respected this 8-day moving average pretty perfectly, even in here. When we did get the bad news and ultimately got the reverse split, this was your peak. So when you do break above the 8-day moving average, that's a really good sign that the trend is reversing. And like I said, it could happen Monday, it could happen Tuesday, Wednesday, or by Friday. I do expect at some point this week we will break above that 8-day moving average. Question is, do we stay above that or not? That's kind of the big thing that I'm looking at right now. The RSI is leveled out, and that's a really good thing because we're falling, but the RSI is leveling out. That's showing maybe we can actually start to make a reversal here pretty soon. The sellers may be getting a little bit exhausted here. And same thing for the MACD. This spread, this divergence is kind of narrowing. Even though the MACD is really negative, the spread is a lot more narrow, and you've started to bottom out. The yellow line and the blue line are no longer going straight down. They're kind of just trending sideways now. So if you get a couple good days in a row, maybe 1 or 2 really good days in a row, this could actually cross over and start to turn a little bit short, a little more short-term bullish, and that could fuel an even larger kind of move in the stock. But I do think at this point, the stock's in value territory. It's trading cheaper than 99% of other stocks out there, just period in the markets. And again, just for context, you are lower than January of 2021, when a lot of traders thought AMC was literally going bankrupt. So just keep that in context as well. Like, you're literally lower than January. You are at a new, all-time low, literally. So this information's not that crazy. To see a big bounce, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, it's really not that crazy. keep that in mind. But the stock's at $7. So there could be some really big gains to be had. So that's going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on all of this down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts down there. If you guys want to come trade with us live in real time, like I said, link down below in the description of this video as well. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.